Something terrible is happening in Spain's economy, and it's a story that deserves our full attention. Imagine walking through the vibrant streets of Madrid or Barcelona, where you once felt the pulse of opportunity and the warmth of community. Now, beneath the surface of the lively culture and rich history, an unsettling economic storm is brewing. In today's deep dive, we explore the factors that are shaking the very foundation of Spain's economic landscape and what it means for everyday people across the country. For years, Spain was seen as a beacon of progress, a country where the sun-soaked Mediterranean lifestyle blended with a modern economy fueled by tourism, construction, and exports. But in recent times, the balance has shifted dramatically. Warnings have been echoing in boardrooms, on street corners, and in the homes of millions of Spaniards. Something is very wrong. Unemployment remains stubbornly high, particularly among the youth, and a growing sense of economic injustice has taken hold. Families are struggling to make ends meet as the cost of living continues to rise, and many feel that the promise of prosperity is slipping away. One of the primary drivers of this crisis is the dramatic increase in unemployment. For a long time, Spain was admired for its rapid recovery from past recessions, but now, job opportunities are scarce, and many young people are finding themselves trapped in a cycle of temporary work and underemployment. This isn't just about numbers on a chart, it's about the dreams of fresh graduates and the hopes of families who once believed that hard work would secure a bright future. With unemployment rates remaining stubbornly high, the very idea of a stable career has become more of a distant memory for many. At the same time, the issue of rising living costs is making life harder for ordinary citizens. The prices of everyday necessities, food, energy, transportation, are climbing steadily, outpacing wage growth and squeezing household budgets to the limit. Rent prices have surged in many urban centers, making it increasingly difficult for young families to secure a decent home. Even those who have managed to hold on to a job find themselves facing the harsh reality that each month, more of their income is swallowed up by rising expenses. This growing financial strain is not only affecting individual households, it's also casting a long shadow over the overall stability of the nation. Adding to the complexity is the dramatic shift in the global economic environment. Spain's economy, like many others in Europe, is deeply intertwined with the global market. When international trade slows down, or when global supply chains are disrupted by events beyond anyone's control, the effects are felt at home. Recent years have seen such disruptions, from geopolitical tensions to unexpected shifts in global demand, and Spain has not been immune. The nation's reliance on sectors like tourism and exports has made it particularly vulnerable to these external shocks. When tourists stop coming, or when global markets falter, the ripple effects can be devastating for local economies, leading to business closures, job losses, and a growing sense of uncertainty about the future. One area where the pressure is especially intense is the housing market. Spain's real estate boom, once a source of pride and economic strength, has turned into a cautionary tale. For many years, rising property values seemed to symbolize the country's economic resurgence. However, this rapid growth has created bubbles in certain areas, where housing prices have soared far beyond what ordinary people can afford. In some regions, homeownership, a cornerstone of financial stability and the traditional Spanish dream, has become an elusive goal, reserved only for those with deep pockets. The disconnect between soaring property prices and stagnant wages is a stark reminder of the growing economic divide, one that threatens to tear apart the social fabric of communities that once thrived on mutual support and shared prosperity. The political landscape, too, has contributed to the economic turbulence. Spain has experienced its fair share of political instability in recent years, with frequent elections, coalition governments, and contentious debates over fiscal policies. This constant state of flux has sown seeds of uncertainty among investors and business leaders, who are hesitant to commit to long-term projects in an unpredictable climate. Political infighting and policy reversals have hindered the implementation of necessary reforms, leaving critical issues unresolved. As confidence in leadership wanes, so too does the confidence of the people, both consumers and investors, further exacerbating the economic challenges at hand. And then there's the burden of public debt. Spain's government has been forced to borrow heavily to finance various initiatives and to support the economy during downturns. While borrowing can be a useful tool in times of crisis, an ever-growing national debt limits the government's ability to invest in vital public services and infrastructure. When a nation's debt becomes unsustainable, it restricts future economic growth and can lead to painful austerity measures that hit ordinary citizens the hardest. For many Spaniards, the growing debt isn't just a number on a balance sheet, it's a looming threat that could mean cuts to healthcare, education, and other services that are essential to a decent quality of life. Yet even in the face of these daunting challenges, the spirit of resilience in Spain remains strong. Across the country, there are pockets of innovation and determination that offer hope for a better tomorrow. Entrepreneurs are seizing opportunities in emerging fields such as renewable energy, digital technology, and sustainable tourism, aiming to create new jobs and drive economic renewal. Local communities are banding together to support one another, launching grassroots initiatives that promote local businesses and foster a sense of solidarity in difficult times. These efforts, though small in the grand scheme of things, are a reminder that every crisis also presents an opportunity for transformation. Education and skill development are emerging as key pillars in the fight to revitalize Spain's economy. Recognizing that the future of work is rapidly changing, many policymakers and business leaders are advocating for a renewed focus on training programs and lifelong learning initiatives. By equipping the workforce with the skills needed to thrive in a modern, technology-driven economy, Spain can better position itself to compete on the global stage. This investment in human capital is not just about boosting employment figures, it's about restoring hope and confidence in a future where every citizen has the opportunity to succeed. In addition to internal reforms, Spain's economic recovery is closely tied to its role within the broader European context. As one of the largest economies in the European Union, Spain's fortunes are linked to the collective strength and stability of the region. Collaborative efforts with other EU countries, whether through coordinated fiscal policies or joint investments in infrastructure and technology, could pave the way for a more robust and resilient economic future. However, this requires a willingness to look beyond national borders and to work together towards shared goals, a challenge in its own right, but one that is essential for long-term prosperity. While the current economic situation in Spain is fraught with challenges, it is also a call to action. The crisis has laid bare the structural issues that have long plagued the nation, from a reliance on outdated industries and policies to deep-seated social and economic inequalities. Addressing these issues head-on will require bold, decisive action from all sectors of society. The government must prioritize reforms that not only provide immediate relief, but also lay the groundwork for sustainable growth. This means embracing innovation, modernizing infrastructure, and creating an environment where investment in the future is rewarded. For ordinary citizens, the current crisis is a harsh reminder of how interconnected our lives are with the broader economic forces at play. The decisions made by policymakers and business leaders in Madrid or Brussels have a direct impact on the quality of life for millions of people, from the availability of jobs and affordable housing to the level of public services that support our daily lives. It's a complex web of cause and effect, where every decision has far-reaching consequences. And while it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the problems, it's important to remember that positive change is possible when we work together. One of the most compelling reasons to pay attention to what's happening in Spain's economy is that it offers lessons for the rest of the world. In an era of rapid globalization, no country is an island. The economic challenges faced by Spain are not unique. They are part of a larger trend affecting many nations. By understanding the root causes of Spain's economic troubles, we can better prepare for similar challenges in our own communities and work towards solutions that benefit everyone, not just a select few. As we reflect on the current state of Spain's economy, it's clear that the road ahead will not be easy. The crisis is deep and multifaceted, touching every aspect of life in Spain. From the high streets of major cities to the quiet corners of rural towns, the effects are being felt by people from all walks of life. But amidst the uncertainty and hardship, there is a spark of hope, a belief that through resilience, innovation, and collective effort, Spain can overcome these challenges and emerge stronger than ever before. It starts with acknowledging that the issues are real and that they affect real people, people who are working hard every day to build a better life for themselves and their families. It means listening to the concerns of those who have been left behind by an economic system that seems increasingly out of touch with the needs of the many. And it means taking bold steps to create a new economic model, one that values sustainability, fairness, and long-term growth over short-term gains. In the end, the current crisis in Spain's economy is not just a story of decline and despair. It's also a story of opportunity, a chance to rebuild and reinvent a nation that has so much potential. The challenges are undeniable, but so is the strength and resilience of the Spanish people. By harnessing the power of innovation, embracing new technologies, and investing in the future of its citizens, Spain can turn this crisis into a turning point, a moment when it chose to confront its problems head-on and emerge as a stronger, more unified society. So, as we navigate these turbulent times, let's keep our eyes on the future. Let's engage in honest conversations about what needs to change, and support the initiatives that aim to create a more just and prosperous economy. The journey will be long and fraught with obstacles, but every step forward is a step toward reclaiming the promise of a better life for all Spaniards. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the current economic turmoil in Spain. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember that while the challenges are significant, the power to shape the future lies in our hands. Together, we can build a more resilient and inclusive economy, one that honors the spirit of Spain and ensures that hope, opportunity, and prosperity are within reach for everyone. What if I told you there's a way to reprogram your mind for wealth and success? The billionaire brainwave is a powerful tool designed to activate the part of your brain responsible for financial breakthroughs. Many people are already using it to attract wealth effortlessly. If you're serious about unlocking your full potential, check out the link in the description and see how it can change your life.